Welcome back to Ultimate Rare Coins USA, the place where hidden treasures come to life and ordinary pocket change transforms into something extraordinary. Today, we're about to take you on a journey into the world of three mysterious quarters, three tiny pieces of metal that have captured the imagination of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters alike. These coins aren't just old, they're legendary. Think about this for a second. How many times in your life have you held a quarter in your hand without giving it a second thought? Tossing it into a vending machine, dropping it in a parking meter, or leaving it forgotten at the bottom of a drawer. But what if one of those ordinary-looking coins hiding in plain sight wasn't ordinary at all? What if instead it was one of the rarest quarters in existence, so valuable that it could change your life forever? Today's story isn't about just one rare quarter. It's about three coins that carry secrets so incredible they've been called treasures of American history. Coins so rare that the mere mention of them makes collectors lean forward in excitement. Coins that, believe it or not, are worth more than luxury cars, mansions, or even some celebrity fortunes. But here's the twist. These coins don't shout their value. They whisper it. They look like the quarters you've seen 1,000 times before. And yet, under the surface, each one carries a detail, a mistake, or a story so unique that it transforms them into million-dollar legends. The kind of coins that make you ask, how could something so small hold so much power? As we reveal these three rare quarters, we won't just talk about the metal they're made of. We'll uncover the mysteries behind them. We'll explore how tiny imperfections turned into priceless treasures. We'll dive into the historical moments that gave them life. And most importantly, we'll show you why these rare pieces of history are more than just coins. They're keys to the past, symbols of a nation, and dreams come true for those lucky enough to discover them. So, picture this. Someone finds an old jar of change tucked away in the attic. Dusty, forgotten, unremarkable. And then buried in that pile of ordinary coins lies something no one expected. One of the rarest quarters in the entire world. That single discovery instantly turns a simple jar of change into a fortune. This isn't fiction. It's reality. And it's happened before now. Imagine if it happened to you. Imagine the possibility that one of these legendary quarters could be sitting quietly in your own collection, waiting to be recognized. That's the thrill, the mystery, and the magic we're diving into today. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a quarter the same way again. This is Ultimate Rare Coins USA, and today we're unlocking the secrets of three quarters so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that they stand among the greatest treasures in American history. Welcome back, my friends, to Ultimate Rare Coins USA, the channel that unlocks secrets hidden in your pocket change. And today, I am about to take you on a journey that may forever change the way you look at a simple quarter. This is not just another coin. This is the 2015 Homestead National Monument of America quarter coin that looks ordinary at first glance. Yet, within its history, design, and condition lies a story worth over $13 million. Yes, you heard that right. $13 million. And I promise you will want to watch until the very end, because I will reveal step by step what makes this coin so valuable. How professional grading transforms its worth. What exact specifications define it, and most importantly, where you can sell it if you happen to discover one hiding in your collection or even in your everyday change. So stay with me. Do not blink, because every detail could mean the difference between holding 25 cents and holding a life-changing fortune. Now, imagine this for a moment. You walk into a store, buy something, and receive a quarter back as change. It jingles lightly in your hand, and you slip it into your pocket without thinking about it. But hidden in that coin is the possibility of a treasure worth millions. This is the reality of the Homestead National Monument quarter, released in 2015 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This coin was minted to celebrate the Homestead National Monument in Nebraska, a site dedicated to the legacy of the Homestead Act of 1862, which granted free land to settlers who were willing to build a home, farm the land, and create a new life on the frontier. Now, here is where the story turns incredible, because not all homestead quarters are created equal. Some carry minting errors, rare variations, or pristine conditions that elevate their value to astronomical levels. So, let us break this down step by step. The design of this coin on the reverse side depicts a farmhouse, water pump, and crops, symbolizing the promise of land and life on the American frontier. The obverse side, as always, carries the iconic portrait of George Washington. This design alone already makes it unique, as it ties history, art, and American heritage into a small metal circle. But design is just the beginning. What really makes this coin reach into the millions comes down to the science and art of coin collecting. When collectors and professional graders examine a coin, they look at every tiny detail, and that is where organizations like PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Company, step into the story. These grading companies assign a grade to the coin, based on its condition ranging from poor all the way up to mint state, and even proof-like or deep cameo. For certain special strikes, a Homestead quarter graded at the highest possible level could skyrocket in value. And here is the cliffhanger. Are you ready for this? The highest graded known specimen of this coin has shocked collectors with a valuation. Not in the hundreds, not in the thousands, not even in the hundreds of thousands, but over $13 million. Now, before we reveal exactly why, let us dive into the physical details because you need to know how to identify one of these rare treasures. The 2015 Homestead National Monument Quarter has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. It weighs 5.67 grams and its thickness measures 1.75 millimeters. The composition is clad, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. These specifications are standard for quarters of this series, but the true rarity comes when the mint makes a mistake or produces a flawless coin. So what are the possible errors or varieties on this coin? Some of the most valuable include doubling errors where parts of the design, like the water pump, the roof, shingles, or the windows appear doubled under magnification. This is known as a double die variety. Other errors include off-center strikes or coins struck on defective planches. Any of these factors can send the value soaring into the thousands. And when combined with an absolutely pristine grade from PCGS or NGC, that value can leap into the millions. But here comes another twist. Even if you have a Homestead Quarter with no errors, grading is still everything. Coin grading is like the difference between selling an old car and selling a vintage car in showroom condition. If you have a Homestead Quarter that is heavily circulated with scratches and wear, it may still only be worth 25 cents, or maybe a few dollars at best. But if you discover one that is uncirculated, shiny with no blemishes, and you send it to PCGS or NGC for grading, and it comes back with a grade, like MS68, MS69, or the Holy Grail MS70, then you are suddenly sitting on a treasure that collectors would pay unimaginable sums for. Now let us talk about the story that keeps collectors up at night. A small number of these coins graded at the highest levels were auctioned, and the bidding wars shocked the entire numismatic community. One specimen with an exceptional grade sold for over $13 million, making it one of the most expensive modern quarters ever recorded in coin history. Just imagine a coin that most people spend without thinking about turning into generational wealth. That is why you must never overlook the coins in your pocket change. And now I know what you are wondering. How can you find one? How can you sell one? And where should you even begin? Well, first things first, always check your change, especially quarters from 2015. Look closely at the Homestead design and examine the details with a magnifying glass. Check for doubling. Look for off-center strikes or any unusual features. If the coin appears flawless, keep it safe in a protective holder and do not clean it because cleaning a coin actually lowers its value dramatically. The next step is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Once it is graded, you will have an official certificate of authenticity and a grade that tells collectors exactly what they are buying when it comes to selling. Here is the secret. Most collectors fail to realize the best places are not local pawn shops or random online listings where you risk being underpaid. The right places to sell a coin like this include top auction houses such as Heritage Auction Stacks, Bowers, or Great Collections. These auction houses specialize in rare coins and reach thousands of serious bidders worldwide. You can also list certified coins through platforms like eBay, but only if they are graded and slabbed by PCGS or NGC. Otherwise, buyers may not trust the authenticity. But let me add another layer of suspense before I reveal more. Remember, this coin is not only about money, it is also about history. The Homestead Act of 1862 shaped the American frontier. It offered hope and opportunity to families willing to work the land. And this coin captures that legacy. So owning one is like holding a piece of American history in your hand. And that is why collectors value it so highly. Now let me challenge you. Imagine finding a flawless example and sending it to be graded. What grade do you think it would achieve? Could it possibly reach MS70, the perfect grade, the grade that collectors dream about? Comment below with your guess, because I want to hear your thoughts. And while you are at it, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with every collector friend you know, and subscribe to Ultimate Rare Coins USA, because this community is growing, and together we are uncovering treasures hidden in plain sight. But we are not done yet. Here comes one final twist. You might think a coin like this is so rare you could never find one. But the truth is, thousands of these quarters were minted in circulation. The chances are slim, but they are real. And with millions of coins circulating across the United States, your odds may be better than you think. People have already found incredible era Homestead Quarters in their change. So, the possibility is alive and waiting right now. Before we close, let me give you the most important checklist to remember. First, always check the design details of the 2015 Homestead Quarter. Second, examine for errors like doubling or off-center strikes. Third, preserve the coin in its original state. No cleaning, no polishing. Fourth, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Fifth, Consider selling only through trusted auction houses or major platforms once certified, because that is where the big money changes hands. Follow this path and you could turn a humble quarter into a multi-million-dollar treasure. And now, my friends, as we come to the end of this incredible story, remember that this is just the beginning. Ultimate Rare Coins USA is dedicated to uncovering secrets about coins from America and beyond, from pennies to quarters, from nickels to silver dollars. Each coin has a story, and each story may hide a fortune. So stay subscribed, because future videos will reveal even more rare coins, their hidden values, and the steps you can take to become a master collector. Oh, if you enjoyed this journey into the mystery and fortune of the 2015 Homestead National Monument of America Quarter, do not forget to like, comment, and share this video with your fellow collectors. Help grow this amazing community and keep the treasure hunt alive. And most importantly, subscribe to Ultimate Rare Coins USA right now, because the next coin we reveal could be worth even more than $13 million. And you will not want to miss that story together. We'll keep unlocking the value of history, one coin at a time. The 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter, a coin that looks ordinary to most people, but for collectors and numismatic experts, it carries a story worth millions. Literally millions. So stay with me all the way until the end, because what I am about to share with you might completely change the way you look at pocket change forever. This coin is no ordinary quarter. It is a piece of American history minted in the year 2000 as part of the State Quarter program honoring New Hampshire, the Granite State. It carries with it a design that celebrates the historic Old Man of the Mountain, a natural rock formation that became a state symbol until its collapse in 2003. But here is the part that will shock you. While most of these coins are worth only 25 cents, there is one version of this coin that has stunned the entire coin collecting world, selling for an unbelievable $16 million. Yes, $16 million for a single quarter. Before I reveal the story behind this $16 million coin, let me ask you something. Have you ever taken a close look at the coins in your own pocket? What if one of them could pay off your mortgage, buy you a brand new home, or even set you financially free forever? That is the kind of power rare coins hold. And this is why you should never underestimate the importance of understanding numismatics, the science and art of coin collecting. Now, let us walk step by step into what makes this 2000 New Hampshire quarter so extraordinary. First, let us look at the physical details. Every collector pays attention to the basics. The coin is composed of copper and nickel with a weight of 5.67 grams. Its thickness measures 1.75 millimeters and the diameter is precisely 24.26 millimeters. These numbers may sound technical, but they matter because collectors and grading companies like PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Company, use these precise details to evaluate the authenticity and quality of each coin. So, how does grading affect value? Here is where the story gets fascinating. When a coin like the 2000 New Hampshire Quarter is sent to a grading company, it is carefully examined under magnification. Every detail from the shine of the surface to the smallest scratch is judged. Coins are then assigned a grade on the Sheldon scale, which runs from Poor 1 to Mint State 70. And here is the secret. The higher the grade, the higher the value. In fact, the $16 million coin is not just rare because of its design, but because it exists in a near-perfect mint condition, recognized by top graders, making it a true one-of-a-kind treasure. Imagine two coins side by side, both from the year 2000, both from New Hampshire, but one is worn and circulated with scratches from years of use, worth just 25 cents. The other is flawless, graded at the top by PCGS or NGC, and suddenly it transforms into a multi-million-dollar piece of history. This is the magic of grading. This is the heart of numismatics. But wait, you might be asking, what makes this specific coin so unique? What makes it jump from pocket change to millionaire fortune? Here is the cliffhanger you have been waiting for. It is not just about the condition. It is about rare minting errors. Yes, minting errors. The tiny mistakes that occur when a coin is struck at the United States Mint. Some New Hampshire quarters have doubled dies, missed strikes, off-center impressions, or unusual metal compositions. And when such an error combines with pristine condition, you get the perfect storm. A coin that collectors are willing to pay millions for. And in the case of the $16 million quarter, the rare error combined with its flawless grade elevated it into legendary status. Now, here is a thought. What if you have one of these coins right now, sitting in a jar in your kitchen, or resting inside a coin album from childhood? How would you even know? The truth is, most people never look closely, but you now know what to look for. Minting errors, unusual details, perfect condition, and of course, getting it graded by PCGS or NGC before selling it. But let me keep building the suspense, because the next part is crucial. Where do you sell a coin like this? After all, if you walked into a random pawn shop and handed them a $16 million quarter, do you think they would believe you or give you the true value? Absolutely not. This is where smart collectors know the right path to take. The best places to sell such coins are major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stax, Bowers, or even Sotheby's. These places specialize in numismatic treasures and bring together serious collectors who understand the true worth of rare coins. Another option is to work directly with trusted numismatic dealers who are members of professional organizations like the American Numismatic Association or those with strong reputations in the coin community. But remember the golden rule: never rush into selling. Always get your coin authenticated and graded first, because without official grading, you might undersell a coin that could be worth life-changing money. Let us circle back to the details that keep collectors obsessed. The 2000 New Hampshire Quarter is iconic not only because of its era possibilities, but also because it represents a historic moment in U.S. coinage. The State Quarter program, launched in 1999 and ran until 2008, was one of the most successful coin programs in American history. Billions of coins were minted, and yet among those billions are hidden treasures like the one we are discussing today. When collectors talk about value, they often consider three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. And this coin has all three in abundance. Rarity because rare coins with flawless grading are 1 in a billion. Condition because the known million-dollar specimen is virtually perfect. And demand because collectors around the world recognize the prestige of owning a piece of the legendary State Quarter program. I want you to pause and imagine holding that coin in your hand, feeling the weight of history and the weight of fortune all in a simple 25-cent piece. It is almost surreal, and that is the thrill of numismatic. Every coin tells a story. Every coin carries secrets waiting to be discovered. Now you might be wondering, what should you do? If you think you have a coin like this, here are the steps. First, never clean the coin. Cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Second, store it carefully in a protective holder. Third, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. And fourth, research the best auction house or dealer to bring it to market. This process ensures you unlock the maximum value of your coin. And who knows, maybe the next $16 million quarter could be in your collection. Now, let us add another layer of curiosity. Did you know that coins like these have inspired entire communities of collectors? People who spend hours searching through change rolls from banks or coin jars just to find hidden treasures. They call it coin roll hunting, and some collectors have turned it into full-time businesses, earning fortunes by spotting what others overlook. Imagine being part of this world where every trip to the bank or every glance into your pocket becomes an adventure in treasure hunting. And that is exactly what channels like Ultimate Rare Coins USA are here for, to guide you into this world of excitement, knowledge, and discovery. So, if you are fascinated by the story of the 2000 New Hampshire Quarter, if the thought of a $16 million coin makes your heart race, then this is the moment to like this video. Comment below with your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to Ultimate Rare Coins USA, because this is just the beginning. In future videos, we will explore more rare coins, more unbelievable values, and more secrets hidden inside the coins you see every single day. Now, as we close this story, let me leave you with this one final thought. Coins are not just money, they are history, they are art, they are treasures, and sometimes they are keys to fortunes beyond imagination. So keep searching, keep collecting, and never stop learning, because the next coin you find could change your life forever. This is Ultimate Rare Coins USA, reminding you that history, wealth, and wonder might just be resting in the palm of your hand. Stay subscribed, share this video with other collectors, and join me again for the next incredible journey into the world of rare coins. This is the legendary 2007 Utah State Quarter coin, a piece that numismatists, collectors, and history lovers whisper about, a coin that has reached a staggering value of $14 million today. I welcome you to Ultimate Rare Coins USA, the place where every story behind every rare coin comes alive. And if you are new here, make sure you hold on tight, because what you are about to discover may forever change the way you look at the coins jingling in your pocket. This coin, the 2007 Utah State Quarter, tells more than a state story. It tells the story of America itself. And today, I will take you step by step into the journey of how an ordinary-looking quarter has become one of the most extraordinary treasures in numismatic history. The Utah Quarter was released in 2007 as part of the highly popular 50 State Quarters program. It carries on its reverse design the powerful imagery of two locomotives facing each other with the famous golden spike between them, symbolizing the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869. This design is not only about Utah, it is about the American spirit of connection, innovation, and progress on the front side. The obverse holds the familiar portrait of George Washington, reminding us of the foundation of the United States. But what makes the 2007 Utah State Quarter stand out from the millions minted is not just the design, it is the story it carries and the astonishing value that has pushed it into the ranks of multi-million-dollar coins. Before I reveal the secrets that make this coin worth $14 million, let me hold your curiosity for a moment. Picture this. You are holding this coin in your palm. The diameter measures 24.3 millimeters. The thickness is 1.75 millimeters and the weight rests at 5.67 grams. These may sound like small details, but in numismatics, every fraction of measurement, every tiny imperfection or uniqueness can alter the value drastically. And here lies the magic of coin grading. Professional grading companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, play a crucial role in determining how much a coin is truly worth. A 2007D, Utah State Quarter in circulated condition found in your pocket change may be worth just a few cents above face value. But when the same coin exists in pristine mint state condition, graded MS-67 or even MS-68, it transforms from pocket change into a collectible treasure. Now imagine when a coin like this achieves an error, or a unique striking anomaly combined with the highest grade. This is where the staggering value of $14 million enters the story. So what is it about this coin that numismatists chase with such passion? Some specimens of the 2007D Utah Quarter have been reported to show striking anomalies, double die errors, or unusual minting characteristics. When these rare traits meet perfect condition preserved since the day of minting, the coin graduates from common to legendary. And here is where the suspense rises, because not all collectors are even aware of the existence of such pieces. And this is why every time you look at a quarter in your hand, you might just be staring at a fortune waiting to be recognized. You might be asking, how can you know if the coin you have is that $14 million treasure? This is where grading steps in. PCGs and NGC provide authentication, encapsulation, and certification that assures collectors worldwide of the true condition and rarity of a coin. These companies examine every edge, every shine, every microscopic detail under magnification to determine if the coin is circulated or uncirculated, if it holds luster, if it carries marks or remains flawless. Coins that grade at MS-70, a perfect mint state, are virtually museum quality, and when tied to a rare issue like the Utah Quarter, they become the holy grail of collectors. But let us not stop here, because the world of numismatics is more than just numbers. It is about history, culture, and passion. When you look at the 2007 Utah State Quarter, you are not just seeing a coin. You are holding a connection to 1869, when the West and East of America were united by rail and the Golden Spike ceremony took place at Promontory Summit. This coin was released in 2007 to remind Americans of that achievement. And yet, within this modern coin, a new chapter of value and wonder has unfolded today, making it one of the most valuable modern quarters ever. Now let us talk about condition, because this is critical in understanding why some coins stay ordinary while others skyrocket to millions. Condition is judged by whether the coin is circulated or uncirculated. Circulated coins have been used in daily life, showing scratches, wear, and loss of luster. Uncirculated coins remain nearly untouched from the day they were minted, holding sharp details, reflective shine, and no obvious damage. Among these uncirculated examples, a handful have achieved the highest grades and combined with rare errors or unique strikes, they have achieved the fame of being valued up to $14 million. The thickness, weight, and diameter may seem like numbers, but to a numismatist, they are the foundation of authenticity. A coin that is too light, too heavy, too thick, or too thin may be counterfeit or altered, which instantly diminishes value. But the genuine 2007D Utah Quarter with precise measurements is the one collectors search for. And once authenticated, it becomes a potential fortune. Now let us address the most important question. Where can you sell such a coin? Because holding a treasure is one thing, but knowing how to convert it into value is another. If you discover that your 2007D Utah State Quarter is graded at a high level by PCGS or NGC and carries rarity traits, you do not sell it at a local pawn shop or a regular coin shop. You take it to the right platforms. Heritage Auction, Stacks, Bowers, and Great Collections are among the premier auction houses that handle multi-million-dollar coins. These venues connect you with serious collectors and investors who are ready to pay astronomical amounts for legendary coins. And if you want to go private, negotiations with elite numismatic dealers also open doors. But certification is always the first step, because no buyer will risk $14 million without the backing of trusted grading companies. Pause for a moment and think if a single quarter in your pocket could be worth more than a mansion, more than luxury cars, and even more than many people earn in a lifetime. How powerful is the world of numismatics? Now, I ask you to look closely at the coins you have. Do you see a Utah State Quarter? Do you notice the demint mark just below the word Liberty? If you do, it may be worth taking a closer look and perhaps sending it for grading, because your discovery could be the next headline in the numismatic world. If you are fascinated so far and want to continue learning about hidden treasures in everyday coins, then I invite you to like this video, comment with your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to Ultimate Rare Coins USA, because every week, we bring you stories that may help you uncover life-changing treasures right from your pocket change. And here comes the final suspense. Many people believe that only old coins, centuries old, with silver or gold content hold extreme value. But the 2007D Utah State Quarter proves otherwise. A modern clad coin minted less than 2 decades ago has crossed into the realm of multi-million-dollar value. This fact alone should awaken every collector and viewer today to look more carefully at modern coins, because rarity is not always about age. It is about condition, errors, and historical resonance. So, let me leave you with this powerful thought. Every coin has a story, but some stories hold the power to change lives. The 2007D Utah State Quarter dollar coin valued at $14 million is proof that numismatics is more than a hobby. It is a hidden treasure hunt where history meets fortune. So if you are holding a quarter today, look at it again, because it may not just be pocket change. It could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. And remember, this journey does not end here. At Ultimate Rare Coins USA, we will continue to reveal the secrets of rare coins, valuable currencies, and million-dollar discoveries. So stay with us. Subscribe now. Share this video with every collector and friend you know. And together, let us uncover the treasures hidden in plain sight. **